Hollywood swinger.
Hollywood women.
I think we're here.
All right.
Okay, I need these quite yet. I don't need my spectacles quite yet. Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
This is what?
18.
Episode 18 of Wing Chun Talk, everybody.
Yeah.
18 episodes. Who'da thunk? I can do it like this, like a DJ. I am the DJ. I am what I play. First and foremost, I'm not sorry.
Right.
We're not sorry.
No.
Straighten my tie here. If you saw yesterday's episode of Wing Chun Talk, we halfway through realized that the fan was on and had assumed that you heard like this loud ass fan the whole time we were going. So about halfway through, Johan turned it off. But it turns out that the fan didn't get picked up by the microphone, or at least we didn't hear it. No. Maybe if you're on a really good like stereo system, maybe. But I just don't think it picked up the sound, I guess, as far as I could tell. So, yeah. So I don't need to apologize quite so profusely, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Johan?
I'm doing great. Another nice day. Yeah. Good day.
We didn't say. This is Wing Chun Talk. Did I say it was
Wing
Chun Talk?
I don't think so.
I just said what episode it was. But not of. This is Wing Chun Talk. We are going to do the segment Other People's Wing Chun, I think.
Okay.
I want to get to the topic that I keep not being able to get to, and I want to get to a review that I haven't been able to get to this week. So, and I know what I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say now, without further ado. I said it.
You did.
That's one of those statements that you say when you aren't ready to talk yet, or when you're not ready to communicate your thoughts. No, without further ado. It's like the words are, for some reason,
sounds robotic,
are automatic.
Yeah.
Right. And flow easily while you can start thinking about what it is that you're actually going to say. Is this mine?
Yep. That's yours.
That's my
That's your hula girl.
Hula girl. I'm on the Kawa. Hula girl. See, I'm ready this time. Oh, I noticed that I drink with a pinky out.
Yeah, because you're drinking bubbles. Well, not those kind of bubbles. Drinking Perrier water.
Yeah, we should get sponsored by Perrier.
We should get it delivered.
I know.
By the case.
Get Perrier. Yeah. We should look into case delivery. I bet we could get a good discount.
I hope. Yeah, we should. We should, because
we'll
be needing it in the next couple of months. Yeah.
Stay hydrated, guys, and make sure you pick up a Mauna Kea mug over at SifuZ.com. It's in the merch section. Just click on that merch link, and you get this. And I can't talk about my merch without saying the word fanny pack. You know that. I just can't. Yeah, fanny pack. We got a fanny pack. What about it? What of it? All right.
Well, as soon as they get here, we'll show it to you guys.
Yeah. Now, we don't have our fancy graphics yet. Which will have fancy original music. We're not doing canned music. I'm going to make the music.
Yes.
Unless it sucks, then we'll use canned music. But it's not going to suck.
No, it's not.
No. I got the power of.
It's all part of it.
I got the power. All right. I think I'm going to let me talk about what I've been wanting to talk about first. Then we'll go into a review if we got time. will do other people's Wing Chun. And I think that's the safe way to go.
Yeah.
Because this way, if we get disconnected, like we have in the past, in the recent past, then at least it will be that section, just that one section. Right. We don't lose all this other material, right? So we'll do OPWC at the end of the episodes. I wanted to talk about safety and self-defense. Was that I think that was right. That was it, right? That's what I got on the board, right?
Yeah. Safety
and self-defense. Oh boy. No, I don't think anybody should be taking safety lightly at all. Of course, now that we're in different times now.
Yeah.
Right. And so perhaps safety is a bit more of a popular and lucrative topic.
Yeah, people want to do whatever they can to stay out of the hospitals, right?
Anyway,
especially now.
I'm gonna take off my neck, my
tie. It looks warm.
My tie, it's a little bit worn. I've gone through actually a few. I've gone through a few white belts actually. Because they get. I don't know.
I like how you stick with the white belt.
Yeah, well, I like white. When it comes to belts and no, I'm a Wing Chun man, so I can't really, nobody can really belt me, unless I kind of gave up Wing Chun and focused on that particular martial art.
Right.
That
won't happen.
Or at least no one that I would respect and do that. And I'm not consistent enough in like jujitsu for me to honor whatever belt I'd be given. In other words, if I took a blue belt, I'd have to maintain that blue belt.
Right.
Or it wouldn't be worth having a belt.
Yeah.
So I've always just been very comfortable with my white belt. The problem, of course, with white belt is that when you go train and you've been training for 20, 30 years in jiu-jitsu and you come upon like a blue belt or a purple belt and they're thinking they're having a bad day because they're not able to just spank you, right? And so that then they tend to go extra hard. And that's always problematic.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I try to tap a lot when I'm grappling with other guys, just so kind of, get
the flow going.
Yeah, but still hasn't helped because once I start giving resistance, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to resist. Then they go harder. Well, you shouldn't go harder. You should use another technique.
Yeah.
Use technique. Don't just try something and go, it's not working. Okay, I'll go harder. So that's always been a very frustrating aspect of training with jiu-jitsu guys because they know it. They know that jiu-jitsu is the gentle art. They think they're being sensitive or gentle. No, my dislocated shoulder, broken arm says you're not being very gentle. My ex got her leg broken in jiu-jitsu. Leg broken.
Like lower leg?
Yeah, I think it might have been the higher leg or one.
It was a leg lock.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
Wow.
I never really listened to the story very closely because it would just make me angry. But and her jiu-jitsu is very hard and wasn't gentle at all. But she also came from a wrestling background, so so
they like to go hard.
That's the sport, right? But jiu-jitsu is the gentle art, but everybody's kind of doing it like it's wrestling. It's probably because they have to be able to deal with the wrestler when they walk into the door. Right? So, and of course, the reason you want to go soft and maybe even slower is so you can work on technique and not just work on stalling and holding on for dear life and trying to protect yourself, which is great self-defense, but that's probably not what's going on. What's going on is more sport and competitive style of grappling. So eventually, once this COVID's done and over with, we'll go back to grappling. We call it Wing Chun.
Can't wait.
And our focus, of course, will be on that lightness. Now, let me tell you something. It ain't easy. Because as soon as you get horizontal, gravity is already putting more pressure on you. So it kind of gets hard to it's hard to be light on top of somebody. It's difficult. I find it way easier to be light if I'm on the bottom. But if I'm on top, geez, but being kind of light on top allows you to move around, and take advantage of stuff. Of course, for sport, you're going hard, soft, which anyway, I got off topic, kind of.
Yeah, still
safety
self-defense.
and self-defense. Now, I had some epiphanies, and I hope I can remember them. This has been on the list for a while. But at this particular juncture in human history, we certainly have to be safety conscious, unless you think it's all just a hoax. But as of this particular date, in America, we have 133,000 deaths since it started. I'm not quite sure. As the numbers increase, it gets harder and harder to convolute the reality, So, and I guess now people are suffering from brain mental disorders now. I mean, not because of the stress of COVID, but they're suffering from some there's another aspect of the disease now, of the virus rather. Ooh.
Yeah.
Man.
So better to play it safe, right?
Yeah.
Or as safe as possible.
Now, I mean, for me, it's not hard at all, other than the grappling, because the grappling I miss, and the chi sao I miss. And you're touching. You got to touch somebody to do that stuff. But in general, especially for Wing Chun self-defense, we
keep the distance.
Yeah, we do the social distancing anyway. So safety and self-defense. We did talk a lot about self-defense in yesterday's episode, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to repeat that, and I'm going to try to remember what other epiphanies I had on the subject. But and I've also been saying to everybody, drink the water, stay hydrated, get rest, take naps if you need to, eat good food, and don't over exercise.
Right.
That's taxing on your immune system as well. I'm going to have to admit that I have a funny feeling that I might have covered everything because I don't recall any of the epiphanies that I originally had on the subject.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
Self-defense and fitness.
So,
I mean, not fitness, safety.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking, did you cover like the importance really of pay attention to your surroundings to avoid being like surprised? Let's say we're talking a pure self-defense, you're being attacked. You know, kind of situational awareness. You try to read body language of the people you have around you and such things. I don't know if we get into that. Maybe we get into the actual altercation when we talked about the game plan, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, safety and self-defense are definitely embedded in the psychology of Wing Chun. And I think that, again, I'm trying not to repeat myself here, but Wing Chun is definitely, is the only martial art you can train in these days, and be able to train sufficiently.
Yeah. And it's not taxing. You did cover there's more of an activity.
I mean, in karate and those kinds of martial arts, you also have they have forms and stuff. So, if you have forms that you do, then you're very fortunate. But boy, Wing Chun, the only thing we can't do is chi sao. And in my particular camp, even though I came from Chris Chan, who does tons of chi sao, well, but he does way more Siu Tao. I mean, 12 for every 12 hours of Siu Tao, an hour or two, of chi sao, or two of chi sao maybe. But then again, he likes to do marathons of stuff, so he'll do like a really long chi sao session and then go, okay, now for the next 3-4 hours, go at it. My take on Wing Chun is not, well, I guess contradicting myself. Chi sao in my camp is not the most important thing. It's the least important thing. It's important, but not the most important thing. If all you did was Siu Tao and Mook Jung, which are my two favorites, you can really go far, right?
Right. Sandbag drills.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, if you did that and then all a person did was chi sao, there's a good chance you would be able to best them. But you just wouldn't have any of the fancy tricks. Right. So we talked about that yesterday, when you're chi saoing, typical concept of chi sao, where you're rolling back and forth. That's not realistic fighting scenario. That's just exercise. They're exercising. They're getting coordination down, right? But with lack of coordination, all you would do is stupidly come in center. I mean, if you didn't do any chi sao and all you knew is to just maintain structure and then attack the opening, it could even be argued that you don't have any bad habits that might come from chi sao.
Right.
What I mean by that is, a lot of times when I'm chi saoing you guys, I'll take my hands away, and you guys, and you don't hit me. And so it's very common to get into this sort of exercise, kind
side
of
to side,
groove back and forth, where you're just kind of doing, and you go, okay, and they're not, all that energy has to be forward when you're doing chi sao. It has to be forward energy, not just, horizontal energy. It has to be out this way.
Well, safety, touching. Safety and self-defense.
All right. I think, but if I can remember any other epiphanies I've had regarding safety. If you have anything you would like to interject regarding safety and or self-defense, be sure to leave a comment. And hey, by the way, subscribe. There it is, right down there. Just subscribe, hit that bell, hit that little notification bell, stamp on that ping, subscribe.
Well, you want to go into the
review
then?
We're going to go in this review. Now, we're going to eventually do a separate review channel. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but we will eventually be doing a separate review channel. But the reviews I do on this channel will be very specific to Wing Chun and stuff that helps us do Wing Chun. And okay, I think I just broke through a wall. And also self-defense and safety. Ooh, that was a rough transition, but there we go. We right before we started recording, we talked about this, that technology tends to get better and cheaper. And I don't know how long ago it was when GoPros came out, right? But they've been around for a while now. Yeah. And they've always been kind of pricey, right? So it was time before the knockoffs, the army of the knockoffs started marching in and taking, disrupting the market, or say disrupting GoPro's market share, right? And that's what we're going to talk about or review, which is this thing called an Apeman 4K. And I think GoPros can be anywhere from, I think they're down to like $100 or something. But in general, I think they're about $300 for a decent one or something like that. So at that price, we really didn't have the budget, not quite yet, for that. Not only that, I know that they've been around for a while. A lot of times you can find something that's just as good, right? You can find stuff that's just as good, way cheaper, thanks to China and whatnot. So,
those ones have served us well. And it was $50.
Yeah, so 50. I like to say 57.
Yeah, around there.
Was it
a few bucks over.
Yeah. We picked these up, and then also picked up, I think the harness setup was what, 30 or something.
Yeah.
So we also got a separate attachments, test harness, helmet harness, tripods, floating, any kind of attachment that you could imagine for this dang thing. We picked one of those up.
It's waterproof casing,
and that was 30 some bucks. That's almost the price of the camera. The camera comes in a waterproof casing and a dustproof back, in case you want to get audio, but you still want to have the waterproof casing on. Right. There's just little slits in the back of the alternate door on it, but I wanted to show it to you in this configuration. One of the things that we wanted out of this was for it to be able to take audio, and so this particular 4K Apeman takes audio. Not very well. So, there's one hint. How would you rate this from 1 to 5 stars.
1 to 5. I will give it a 4. Close to a 4.
Ooh,
around there.
Wow.
For the price.
Okay,
the
yeah.
audio was a little
For the
better,
price.
and again, I don't have much experience with cameras, but I'm happy with it.
All right.
What we've been able to do with it, what we've been capturing, scooter videos coming out pretty nice, and yeah.
Now this will also let you use it as a webcam. So webcams, I noticed webcams, a decent webcam will cost you $100. So again, for $57, and then you spend money for the additional attachments.
Yeah, because we need it, because it's nice to be able to put it on your helmet.
And, well, you can use this as a webcam for your computer,
right?
If you don't have one,
yeah,
right. And I think that's if I were buying it for that and then using the audio off of my computer or separate audio, I'd probably give it 4 stars as well. But you know, I'm a musician, so I need some. I'm very sound sensitive, so the quality of the sound on this is lackluster. It sounds better when you plug a lav in there. We've tried to put the wireless lav, and it just wasn't working, or wasn't working well. I guess we could still monkey around with it, but we just decided that if we're going to record audio, then we'll use the wired lavalier mic that comes with it. You can it says 4K, but I've only been recording at a 1080p at 60 frames.
Yeah.
So I think that's the 1 or 2 downgrade from that. So I haven't even messed with any of the 4K footage, but the footage is acceptable.
Yeah,
I would say. Yeah. I mean, it's not high res like if you had a decent video cam like the one we have. You know, it's not that good,
right?
But it looks better than a surveillance camera.
right. Yeah,
let's put it that way. So if you guys want, need a camera that you want to attach to your computer to use as a webcam, this is great. If you want to use it for vlogging, it's okay. And if you're doing separate sound, which a lot of people do, then it's probably, again, a 4-star out of 5 type of item for the money.
Yeah, no, and if people who train with us and don't have a camera, that'd be a good one.
Came pretty quick too.
Yeah,
pick this up off of our merch at the SifuZ.com website. So and if you purchase it from us, then we'll get a little slice of that pie, and it doesn't cost you anything more. And also you can see a bunch of other stuff that we have there, including are you able to show your shirt? There you go. We got that plastered on all kinds of things. I even have that imagery on a pair of tights. So if you want a white pair of tights,
face mask
with that face. It's not on the face mask. That would work out.
No,
the face mask is the FTSU, which means find the. We won't go into that. So yeah, I would give this a 3. I would definitely give this camera a 3. And now the other aspect that I wanted to go into, the tie-in, that very clunky tie-in, which is safety. I already have some footage on here of conducting a how can I say, a confrontation.
Yes.
I knew that there was going to be trouble, so I put this thing on and prepared myself properly, and then went and confronted the individual.
Yeah.
And so, especially these days, are awesome because you can put it on, you just wear it, or if you prefer, you could put it on your head or on a helmet, you know. And so, you know, these things are very really common and popular. So it's not like
provocative, you mean? It's not.
Yeah, it's not really provocative, you know. Especially if you got a scooter.
Right. You're your scooter
like,
bike.
Hey man, I got my GoPro and my scooter. My
Yeah.
GoPro knockoff, the Apeman K4.
But I think the other night, when we used it for that reason, I'm pretty sure the individual he saw it and it made him.
He
back
was
up a little bit.
He was doing a beeline, man.
Yeah.
When I went out there, he beelined straight to me, and I have that happen often because I'm, you know, I know I look like a giant, and Johan here looks like a little squirt. It's actually the opposite. I'm a little squirt. He's the giant. So yeah, they always come straight to me. Like, you know, well, the crazies do. People that have a little common sense kind of put two and two together and go, you know, maybe not, right? But the crazies, oh man, the crazies just come right to me. And the ones that are heavily armed, they'll also, they like to mess with me. But these things are great, man. If you're not feeling it, if it's not a bright and sunny butterflies rainbow kind of a day, you know, unless then you wear this all the time. Although, you know, I thought I was going to be wearing it all the time when we first got them. But you know, you also have to get an extra set of batteries. This comes with 2 batteries. And you also want to buy another set with a charger. So that way you have 4 batteries ready to go, kind of throw them in an Altoids box or something. And because the one thing this thing is really bad on is battery life.
Yeah.
So, but ease of use is really good. Like, you know, you turn it on and record. Or they also give you a little wristwatch remote that sucks. It doesn't work very well. So
we had trouble with those.
Yeah.
Kept stopping and we're missing footage. And
yeah.
Bad.
So, you know, to that extent, you do want to make sure you kind of see that you're recording, and then, you know, you also, another function that this utilizes is it's Wi-Fi enabled. So you can look at the footage on your phone. However, that eats up even more battery. So what you might do is adjust the camera using your phone and then turn the phone off so it doesn't kill the battery on the unit. It has a thing called car mode, which I haven't played with much. You could use car mode if you're just walking around. All car mode records continuously for X amount of time and then loops and records again. I think it does like little things, and then once it fills up, it just goes over the last footage.
Okay.
So that's a good to use for security. Like, you know, you won't have time to, you think things are going to be rough, you don't want to turn it on, you know. But again, that would eat a lot of battery because it's, you know, I think having this on or recording, either way, is going to eat up the battery almost the same. So again, that's one of the, I think, the biggest drawback of this. Although I don't know if it's the same thing with the GoPros, but the batteries on these just go really, really quick. So what I do until we get better ones, that if there are such a thing that they have better batteries, we'll eventually pick those up. But for this, I just leave it off. And then if I can foresee that there might be an issue, then I'll just turn it on, and you know, it takes about 10 seconds to boot and then turn on. You know, if you have a 10-second warning, or if you are cognizant of changing the battery and, you know, just checking the battery indicator.
I mean, if you go on a little night walk, you know, it's going to be 15-20 minutes, you know, you can just turn it on and record the whole thing, right?
Oh, easily. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't die that quickly.
Right.
You can definitely get 15-20 minutes out of the battery. Maybe more.
Oh, more.
Yeah.
I've been running it to, I would say closer to 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
For one.
Yeah.
And then you got to keep an eye on it. You know?
Yeah. So, you know, I kind of agree with Johan. If, you know, for the money, for $57, I don't think you can go wrong, but you just can't have any GoPro like expectations. My guess is GoPro probably doesn't have a lot of the same problems and limitations as this does, especially the audio. Boy, I wish that if I could only have them upgrade one thing, it would be, man, just the audio, you know. If you use this at night, you can just adjust the camera settings. I think it's the ISO and the exposure settings. You just open everything up real high speed. But what you can also do in combination, so you just boost the exposure and the ISO up a little bit, but have a nice light, right? And so for self-defense safety purposes, of course, you should have a flashlight, you know, one of the standard, you know, sort of long black flashlights, so you can use it to see. It's got a nice weight to it, and if you need to use it in self-defense, it's quite functional.
Yeah,
you know? But if you don't want to carry a heavy one, you can carry a small. But having a flashlight, a powerful LED style flashlight at night with this it is perfect. That's actually how I used it the other night, you know. And guys like telling me to turn the light off.
And he can't see you.
You're coming towards me, man. I'm not coming towards you. You don't want the light on you, just walk away.
Right.
You know. So yeah, I know people sometimes are very timid and don't want to start a thing, but you know, a lot of times, man, that's going to get you in trouble. You know, you have to insist that your safety and protection is more important than their feelings. Right. And of course, you know, you got to be ready. You got to be ready for action. And I'm sure Johan can attest I was ready for action. Ready for action.
Yeah.
Ready for action. Punk rock song by Fear. Ready for action.
Ready to go.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta set things straight, right? People get a little thoughtless sometimes, you know.
We've been having quite a bit of that.
Yeah, well, these are rough times, and people are having rough times. And if you already have mental illnesses, then you're probably really having a rough time, you know. So anyway, the Johan gives it a 4. I give it a 5. No, I give it a 3.
You started with a 4.
Told
but
ya.
now it's down to 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I give it
yeah.
a 3
Yeah.
out of 5 stars. And but would I suggest if you didn't have the money for a better one, then I would definitely suggest this. Would I not buy this? I would definitely buy this. Having this is better than not having it. That's for sure. It's definitely worthy of a functional tool that you can wear. Again, you can wear this on your wrist too. They got a wrist thing for it. They got a head. They got a chest harness. That's what this is a chest harness. Handlebar mount, tripod, water float for it. This is, of course, is with the accessory.
Yeah, the $30 package.
Yeah, the accessory package that comes with this. Again, it's listed on the SifuZ.com website section. All right. Oh man,
we have time for some.
I think we do.
OPWC. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and again, as soon as you do the video and stuff, we'll have fancy graphics and music and everything for the OPWC.
Oh yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
All right, we're gonna see what's been posted today.
All right. Yeah. Oh, I better get my spectacles on.
All right.
That's another thing, I don't like having to wear glasses, but they sure are good to protect from things going into your eyes. So, look at the bright side of life. Stuff doesn't get into my eyes as much as it used to when I didn't have to wear glasses.
Right.
And I've never been into sunglasses all that much, which is why I have to wear glasses, because I didn't wear glasses when I was really into doing a lot of mountain climbing. So I wound up being snow blinded really.
Yeah, no,
degrades your vision. Oh no! There we go. Oh, almost saved. They should never put the destroy everything next to the any of the other buttons.
No, that should be to the side, off to the side.
Man. Okay. Well, hopefully we won't get disconnected. If we do, we love you. And we'll see you soon. But I'm going to be optimistic and say it's not going to disconnect. And here we go. Oh man, I didn't even launch a browser. I got to launch a browser first. Hold on here, folks. Johan, talk to the folks. Say something for God's sakes.
I'm watching.
All right, what's your last words on the Ape Man?
My last words on the Ape Man.
Yeah,
get one. If you don't have a camera and if you like to be out and around, if you ride a bike or out walking, and get one. You'll have some fun with it. If it's not just for self-defense or for recording, if something bad happens, shoots all the good stuff out there.
And you'll definitely, if you don't have a camera and you're going to be doing Wing Chun, kids, a
lot of fun.
Okay, I think we're safe. Safe to go here.
All right, find some Master Wong.
Master Wong, no. Bastards. All right, we did get disconnected. See, well, hopefully I'll be able to tie these videos together. Let's try it one more time. If it doesn't work, we'll just abandon ship. That's the best thing to do. Best policy. Abandon ship. Captain first.
Yeah. Captain Coward.
All right. Here we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a search for Wing Chun. And we're then going to modify that search by, it's not modifying, we're filter. We're going to apply a filter to that search. And the filter will be today. Who has put something up about Wing Chun today? Wing Chun elbow energy.
Yeah.
Adam Willis. Willis.
You familiar with him?
Adam, no.
No. Yeah, I thought so. I'd never seen him before.
No, but look,
It's 5 minutes long.
Look who's underneath him.
Yeah, well, we know
Master
what it is.
Wong. Oh, look at that monster. Look at that monster. See, we can't play anymore, Wong. He's
and
just
it's
an
5 minutes. We don't have that much time, but that elbow energy, maybe
Yeah.
we should give it a go. Huh?
Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
And look at that. It's got 69 views. Wow, look at that Kwoon. He's got a really nice Kwoon.
Mm.
Wow. Okay, so Adam Willis.
Hey, now.
I'm not
Right.
making. Hey, he's one of us, man.
Yeah.
With 5 S's at the end of his name, he's
I love
definitely one of us.
Yes.
All right, man. Let's play this. Adam, what do you got? Okay, and I'm also going to check the audio here so you guys aren't blasted by the audio. Oh, there we go. Here we go. How about those one wheels, huh?
Wing Chun elbow energy is
Wow.
a product of its origin, the shoulder. In this video, I'm going to go through some details as to how you can develop this Wing Chun elbow energy.
Ooh, he's got a nice Kwoon, huh?
Yeah.
Elbow energy is an important thing to understand, but you also have to have a rootedness as well.
He sounds like
So,
Sifu Chad.
This is what I'm going to detail. I'm going to help you understand what root is, and I'm going to also help you understand what it means to have energy, forward energy. And there's 2 things that really the elbow must embody as you're doing it. So,
Whoa, look at
first,
the
let
little
me talk about the root.
look at the little
Origin of
kids
the elbow,
move.
the shoulder.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
have to
That's
understand it. You
badass.
can't just say,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to have a good, strong, rooted elbow. There's no way to do that unless you
Ooh, he's
understand
got
the
some-
specifics of what the shoulder is doing in order to have a nice rooted elbow. Some people call this low elbow strength or under elbow strength. It really has to do with the shoulder. So here it is. Get your scapula. Your scapula is your the bone right here, the wing.
That's
the
the wing,
bone.
yeah.
Get it tucked under. Shoulders must be down. The trapezius muscles must be completely stretched and down. They cannot be up and have this elbow power, this rootedness. Your shoulder is completely responsible for that. Close the armpit all the way. When you punch, the shoulder does not come forward here during any kind of forward-facing action. Okay? So this is how you're going to get your elbow root. The rootedness is in the shoulder. Don't press the elbow down. The elbow down is not the way to do it. But you see beginners doing that all the time. That is just another way of chasing hands with your elbow. Don't chase your elbow one way or the other. Get that shoulder down. Get that shoulder down, and then you have the root. Never mistake this. Your shoulder is your root. It's part of your root. A lot of people just think it's...
Get your root down. Get your root down.
It's also
Know
the
that
shoulder.
Beastie
Very
Boys song?
important. Now
No.
the next part of what elbow energy is energy from the elbow. We don't lead with our hands when we do things. We don't punch with a heaviness in our hands. The hands
How you gonna kick it? You're gonna kick it root down. There we go.
are only an extension of the forward energy from the elbows. The elbows drive it, okay? So I want you to imagine kind of like a boat. right? The end.
All right, I got to stop right here and right now with this Adam Willis guy.
Yeah, he's new in the scene to me. It's 2020.
I have absolutely no disagreement with what he's saying. You know, I'm kind of loving this because I used to look at Wing Chun videos and you would never find anything that was, you know, all that great. And, you know, since we've started this little series, Other People's Wing Chun segment, actually, not series, segment. The series is called Wing Chun Talk. This segment, Other People's Wing Chun. Since we started that, we've found some relatively good Wing Chun videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's keep watching. I guess he's Sifu, right? Maybe. Is he Sifu? Can we see? I don't think he calls himself Sifu, or at least, you know.
Engine is in the back of the boat. This is what the elbow is. The back of the boat. This is just the front of the boat. That's coming forward with punches, defenses, deflections, you name it. It's all the same effort of driving with the elbow. So elbow energy is that. It's coming from the elbow. It's coming in. And the elbow is always behind the effort. Just like the engine of a boat is behind the tip of the boat.
All right, he's kind of going into some metaphors there. What he is talking about is classically known as Wing Chun's immovable elbow. And what he's describing there of with scalpel and driving and essentially holding the shoulders down.
Right. Shoulder in the socket.
Yeah. Once it's even out, he really exaggerated to show, but even when it's out, I don't know if I can do it. There it is.
Yep.
The difference is huge
in structure.
Yeah. And the reason why people pull the shoulder out is because it gives them more reach. But the problem is you're giving up your power base. So, all right, we got a little bit more time. Let's listen to the rest of what Mr. Adam Willis has to say.
Or the bow of the boat, the elbow must be behind it. You can't go, and that's why in Sunum Tao you can't go like this, because you have to be behind the effort as you're doing anything, right? You're also not punching this way because your elbow's not behind the effort. Keep your elbow behind the effort. We say fight from behind your elbow.
Well, I mean, you can use a bonsal and punch by way of bonsal, which kind of simulates a kind of a hook, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that way,
elbow, whether that is, again, in a punch or a defense. In Wing Chun, they're both, right? Your punches are your defenses, and your defenses are your punches. They're both. They're simultaneous. So you must have that elbow. So that's really what it means to have elbow energy going forward, all right? So remember, just a review here, it is not elbow down. It's elbow at its lowest spot, but it's not pushing down. What goes down the root is the shoulder. Connect that shoulder in with the rest of the root, and then get your elbow flowing forward. Hopefully this helps. I'm Adam Willis. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be putting out some more of these little Wing Chun lessons that I've gained over the last 25 years. Thank you so much. All right.
All right. Very good, Adam Willis.
Yeah.
Welcome to the YouTube universe. If this is your first foray, yeah, I like everything he has to say there.
On the Kwoon and the kid smoke, I didn't see it at first till you.
There's all the long poles there,
yeah.
and when he almost sounded like he was Canadian.
I couldn't place the accent.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if he has an address or something. You know? Yeah, no address. He must have just started doing YouTube.
What does this say? How many subscribers?
103. I think you have to go go to his channel. The Dragon Institute or the Adam Willis. 23,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Dang, you're killing it, man.
Must have been around for a while. Yeah, that's incredible.
Or he's just, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Tech wise.
We need to talk to this guy.
Yeah, really.
All right.
But Adam Willis, congratulations, man. You are really given some good information there. The only thing I have to say, I don't know if I'm adding, and I don't know if I'm correcting as much as I might just be adding that you can use that bonsal for this sort of kind of almost reverse fist punch.
Come in with your strong knuckles that way,
man. And it's a strong punch, especially if you use a pivot.
That was one of, wasn't it? Chuck Liddell MMA would use that a lot and just put people away. Yeah.
Well, you can really put a lot of body into it.
Yeah.
Kind of like almost do it along with a Superman style kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Do that, or I don't know, maybe. Depending on if
If
I was goofing around or something. I don't know. I probably wouldn't risk it though.
But he was more explaining the classic elbow
more
straight.
of that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you folks a little something. It's an amazing thing. You go down and there's a little thumbs up and it says, I like this. I'm going to click that. Yeah.
Yes.
If you like the videos, you should like them.
Yeah.
Remember, you're in the virtual world. You actually have to like push the buttons and
right
connect the GD dots.
Yep.
Tell me something I don't know.
GD dots. Yeah.
Yes, the immovable elbow, sinking the shoulder into its socket. He, of course, didn't go into any of the Kimi Ma.
Right. Barely mentioned rooting a little bit, but this move, the clip is titled Elbow Energy, but still, I mean, the Kimi Ma, it should always be mentioned. It's
exactly
it's the foundation of everything. If
you
don't have that, then
so
the
there's two
stopping
things, right?
Yeah.
He may be just doing videos on different things like this, and then codifying it by saying it's this kind of energy or that kind of energy, which is kind of kung fu-ish, like
the energies.
Yeah, qigong.
Yeah.
But he didn't use any of that wordage, so I'm not gonna poke any fun whatsoever.
No, it's straightforward. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, energy. Here's the thing: when someone says energy, I think E equals MC square. And so if what you're talking about doesn't correlate with E equals MC square, then it's it kind of bothers me. However, he is actually talking about exponentiating energy through posture and structure. So I can't really blame him for using the term energy. A lot of times when people use the term energy, it's just not appropriate. It's more like chi, spiritual chi style energy. Right. So, it would be nice to know where where the Dragon Institute is from. We'll have to look them up a little later. And great. Well, we said this yesterday. If we're lucky, we'll actually get to expose some good Wing Chun for people to refer to.
Hey, and so we searched whatever was posted today, and he came up first.
And
boom.
Now,
That's really cool.
We like this one video. We haven't seen any of his other videos. So absolute thumbs up, but I'll tell you what, we can certainly give this video and his presentation double thumbs up. Yeah.
Yes.
Very good, man.
Cool.
So we'll be looking forward to more of your videos. We're going to, of course, kind of poke around a little bit more before we probably return to Adam Willis here.
Yeah.
But we certainly will be returning and, maybe even checking them out offline, when we're not doing the show, check them out as well. Because, all right. Well, folks, we got to go. I tell you, this hour goes so dang quickly.
Yeah.
If you would, if you need more information, there we go. Just gotta get rid of this here. Hello. Pardon me. See, I should be able to talk and do this at the same time. All right. Well, if you want more information, you can go to SifuZ.com. You knew that already, didn't you? And if, of course, you want some merch, we got fanny packs, mugs, T-shirts,
everything, the whole setup.
And you can get various colors and whatnot. If you're familiar with Teespring, it's the whole Teespring setup. So, but we've got some really nice designs on very good products so far.
Everything you need for your Wing Chun training.
Yeah. So far, I'm happy with everything we've gotten from Teespring. So far, so good. Quality has been good. These mugs are really good quality. They're not like appliques or something, really nice. I pleasantly surprised. Check it out. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. If you've done so already, thank you very much. If you want to start training with us right away, you can do so by going right on over to patreon.com/SifuZ. I have programs for free for $1 a month on up. And of course, the more you can contribute, the more we invite you into various classes and instructionals. But boy, for free, you can get a lot of instruction just for free. So if you're not sure, you want to commit to this, you've got absolutely nothing to lose. Go on over to SifuZ.com or even just Patreon. Everything is on SifuZ.com.
Yeah, just go to SifuZ.com. If it's train now, and it'll take you.
If you just want to see what it's all about and kind of get your feet wet, just go right on over to SifuZ.com. What Johan just said. Got any closing statements?
No.
Closing thoughts?
Are we doing one tomorrow?
We might not do one tomorrow because I've been liking taking a few days off, 2-3 days off, and do some admin stuff.
Yeah.
But if there's a lot of fuel in the furnace, then we will. So it's
closing statement would be join, train.
Yes.
To guarantee your results. You put a little bit of time, a little bit of effort in it, you will get a lot return.
I want to take this time to thank Johan. Johan has been just a wonderful co-host, and I think one of the best compliments I could ever get is that I'm a good student, and I'll have to don't get all high and mighty now, but you have been a stellar student in Wing Chun. I wish all of my students were as stellar. I also happen to be very fortunate. We have a beautiful Wing Chun family that have been committed for years and years to training, and they are you guys are wonderful too. But I'm right here with Johan, and it's really impressive to see Johan's progress. I'm sure all of us in the Sifu Z camp are impressed with your progress. And I'd like to thank you guys for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, and all. That's, you know, that's why I do this. I do this for your praise. Well, more for your comments and your thoughts and regarding Wing Chun. So, with that said, that's like without further ado.
We got some training in.
Yeah, we got to go, guys.
Minutes.
Thanks for watching. If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
For sure.
Take care. Stay safe.
Yes.